The answer to that is, if you are going to get domain names, I would get both. So get both the .com.au and the .com. Now, why would you do that? Simple. Expansion. So here in Australia, I always put my .com.au on my Australian products, because then when people look at them, they can see that I'm an Aussie supplier, and I think that is a cool thing to do. So I do it for that. Plus, if I'm ever contacting wholesale suppliers, I do a lot of wholesaling. If I'm ever contacting wholesalers, then they like to see the .com.au email address. And I think, anecdotally, I've got zero empirical evidence for this, but I think anecdotally, then that will make a difference to the way they respond to me. So there's that. And for that, I would definitely get your .com.au, which you should buy from Crazy Domains. Now, why crazy? Well, the reason I use these and recommend them is not because I'm getting a kickback, it's because their support is awesome. So they've got great customer support and they're extremely helpful. It's all based in Australia as well. And so I love working with these guys because nothing's too much trouble for them. They're just great customer service, unlike most other places. So .com.au from here. Now, .com, there is a good argument to get that at the same time, because if you find that your product does really, really well, you will very, very quickly want to expand it. Invariably, the first market you go after will be America, and so it's worthwhile getting the .com for that. And for that, I always use Namecheap, and as the name implies, domain names from Namecheap are very, very cheap, and so it's worthwhile getting them whilst you're going through the process, and that way you own it, nobody else can come and take it, and I think that's a useful domain name to have. So, anything is better than sending a supplier an email with a Hotmail account, for instance, which will immediately mark you out as a newbie, and you will be treated as such. So anything is better than that. But for me, I always get both, and I have found if you use them appropriately, anecdotally, I believe there'll be some advantages, both implicit, or imply, should I say, advantages, and also explicit in the way that people treat you as well. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much, much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.